E aí, beleza? Sejam bem-vindos ao canal. Eu me chamo Another e vamos aqui continuar com De Volta para o Futuro da Telltale Games. Esse é o episódio 4, a última parte do episódio 4. E antes de prosseguir, quero agradecer aos inscritos, aos novos inscritos, muito obrigado. O apoio de vocês está sendo muito importante para o canal e que juntos cresceremos na plataforma. Você que não é inscrito, se inscreva no canal, curte, comente, compartilhe e vamos pro vídeo. Bom, no último vídeo a gente parou aqui, né? Aqui a gente já fez o que tinha que fazer e a gente tem que voltar lá pro colégio. No colégio não, na frente do coisa lá do juiz, né? Que é pai do Emmett aqui. Então vamos lá.
What?
I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me realize something.
Please let it be something about lightning.
Life can be short, sometimes brutally so. So why not seize the day and grab your happiness while you can?
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day, but why should I? I know what I want.
Emmett, no.
I'm gonna ask Edna to marry me. Right now.
No!
Oh, right. I'll wait until tonight at the expo. It'll be much more romantic that way. Just think. By this time tomorrow, Edna and I will be engaged and will be the toast of the scientific community. And I owe it all to you.
You're welcome.
E a gente tem que impedir isso aí dele fazer essa besteira, porque a Edna só tá usando ele, né? Então, vamos lá.
Hey, Emmett, I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent you to make sure I wasn't getting distracted.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Primeiro vou pegar o removedor e fazer uma coisa aqui, ó. É aqui, ó. Tem que usar o removedor.
It's a good thing I did this before Emmett's 12-hour time limit, where the cleanser might have dissolved the fur. Let's slip out of those furs, shall we?
Vamos ver se a Edna Emmett é um traidor. Vamos.
Hey, Doc. I mean, Mr. Sagan.
Excuse me a moment, Miss Strickland. I've got her neutralized for the moment. How's the plan proceeding on your end?
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, what am I supposed to look for again?
A signal that it's done evaluating the time circuits. The analysis can take a while. Be sure to let me know when the light turns green, and I'll take her out for another test run.
Sobreviver do seu removedor. Após 12 horas, o removedor se transforma no ácido destruidor de roupa. Pena que você não tem 12 horas, ou tem. O que acontece toda vez que...
It'll be safe in there.
Coloca o removedor, em seguida, diga...
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear. Yes?
Sobre outras coisas que você deixa preso no DeLorean.
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, what am I supposed to look for again?
A signal that it's done evaluating the time circuits. The analysis can take a while. Be sure to let me know when the light turns green, and I'll take her out for another test run.
Será que tem que fazer alguma coisa aqui no DeLorean ainda?
Doc said to tell him when the light on his diagnostic thingy went green. Hey, the light's green. That means Doc could take the DeLorean out again. Emmett's formula. Still as good as new. Never know when I might need to get some sticky substances out of some clothes. Hey, the light's green.
Agora tem que falar com o doutor, né? Falou da luz verde.
I see. Well,
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear.
not at all, Mr. Sagan. Take your time.
Much obliged, Miss Strickland. Yes?
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's gone green.
Wonderful. If the systems check out, I should be able to take it for another test run. I've got to run a short errand, Miss Strickland. I suggest you think about what I've been saying.
Oh, I will.
When did you land this time?
9 hours and 37 minutes ago.
Ouch.
Frankly, it started to get a little difficult to avoid running into myself. Still, the time jump yielded some interesting new data on the flux field. I'll run some more tests and we'll see what we find.
Você envelheceu o removedor do Emmett um pouco, mas precisa envelhecer 12 horas para que ele se transforme num ácido. Ah! Coloque remoedinha que.
Nope, no green light yet. Nope, no green light yet.
Eu vou falar lá com a Trix.
Hi, Trix.
Oh, hiya, kiddo. Say, wouldn't it be easiest if I just march up to that Strickland dame and give her a smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my friend Emmett.
Oh, right.
So, you got everything you need for your big scene?
How about the furs in the photo album?
I'll get them to you.
Guardador de anotações. Putz, não vai dizer que eu deixei o álbum lá. Ah, tá aqui.
I brought Emmett's photo album like you asked.
Let's see. Gee, he's not bad looking. In an egghead kind of way.
Remember, I don't want you seducing him for real.
I ain't a cradle robber, kiddo. Now bring me those furs and we'll be in business.
Hey, Trixie. Are these furs good enough?
Well, they're a little ratty, but, they'll work.
So, you got everything you need for your big scene?
Everything except for your friend.
Emmett Brown, redheaded guy about yay high. He'll be the one with Edna Strickland.
Not for long, he won't.
Great. Hey, the light's green. Hey, Carl.
I'm sorry, Miss Strickland.
Call me Edna.
Your chronometer's gone green again.
Excellent. Let's hope this time my test run is a success. I'm sorry to desert you again.
Yes, well, you've left me with plenty to think about.
Any luck this time?
Depends what you mean by luck. My arrival time was off again.
By how much?
8 hours this time. Gave me the chance to take in 3 showings of Frankenstein. Good movie. A bit implausible from a scientific perspective, but I can see how my younger self would have been mesmerized.
What about the DeLorean?
Oh, yes. I did get one critical piece of information. Chromium elements in my circuits became unstable during the temporal shift. I should replace them with titanium.
Great!
Now, unfortunately, titanium won't become commercially available till the Kroll process is perfected in 9 years.
9 years?
But there may be another solution. I'm going to fire up the chronometric analyzer again. Then, while I'm stalling Edna, you can... Uh-oh. Where did Edna go?
The lab!
You better get down there before she makes the situation impossible. I'll tend to the DeLorean.
Age to perfection. Hey, Emmett, I'm back.
Oh my!
You know, I thought you were coming down here to keep Emmett focused on his invention.
Oh, she is. But she's generously scheduled brief canoodling breaks every 45 minutes to keep my mind fresh.
Time's up, dear. Let's get back to work.
Shall we?
Now, Mr. Callahan, what can I do for you?
Can I talk to Emmett? It's kind of important.
You'll have to wait until later. Emmett's got a lot to do before the expo opens. Isn't that right, darling?
You know it, Schnookums.
Schnookums.
You can talk to him later.
Can I go into the lab for a bit? I think I left something in there.
Sorry, but I'm afraid the lab is off limits until Emmett's finished tuning the mental alignment meter.
But
No exceptions.
Mr. Sagan says he needs to talk to you back at the high school.
He does? Whatever for?
He says he wants to give you an interview about his invention.
One of those tedious cars of the future? That can wait. I've got to keep Emmett focused on his invention.
He says he's got a lead on the speakeasy arsonist.
He does he? Well, I'm not sure anyone cares about that old story anymore. But I suppose I could spare a few minutes in the service of solving a crime. Will you be all right without me, sweetheart?
It'll be tough, but I think I'll muddle through.
Try to keep him focused. He's so easily distracted.
Don't I wish?
Agora é um guisado. O removedor do Emmett agora é um guisado borbulante de enzimas que destrói roupa. Deve arruinar o terno.
There it is. I've been looking all over for my portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Where'd you find it?
Out by the trash?
That's strange. I haven't been out there for hours. Oh well.
Are you gonna spray your jacket? It's looking a little dusty.
Not until it's really dirty. This cleanser doesn't grow on trees, you know. Well, some of the ingredients grow on trees, but the rest are synthesized polycarbonate
Really
detergent
dirty?
blends.
I can do that. I'll wait until you're at the expo to show Edna what a suit-destroying slob you can be.
Well, that's about it.
It is?
Yep. As soon as I get all this stuff loaded into the truck, I'll be ready for the expo. Want to lend me a hand?
How about I go tell Edna you're coming? I'll, get her ready for you to pop the question.
Good thinking. Go on ahead. I'll meet you there.
I really hope this works.
Marty!
Doc! What's all the hustle and bustle?
It's almost time for the opening ceremony.
Holy jeez, I better work fast. I think I got it all worked out. When it all comes together, Edna will think you're the worst guy in town. I just need a couple more pieces.
Well, don't go to too much trouble.
What do you mean? Oh! You got the time circuits fixed.
Not exactly. You see, I've been mulling things over, and in the timeline you're from.
The right timeline.
Yes, I've got a wife.
A great wife. Clara, and kids, and a dog. And a bitchin' time train.
And Edna? How does her story turn out? How does she end up?
Oh, well, Edna ends up... She's doing great. She's got a full life, lots of friends, always busy.
She's got a fellow?
Sure, lots of them.
Lots of them? She's a tramp?
No, what I meant to say was...
Let's start over. How does Edna end up?
You're not really supposed to know these things in advance. It's bad luck.
But you told me how my story turns out.
Yeah,
And
but...
it's not as if I'll be in a position to do anything about it once my younger counterpart's destiny has shifted. I imagine I'll be folded into the new timeline, and I'll probably lose all memory of the old one.
Maybe.
So tell me, just to satisfy my curiosity, what's going to become of Edna?
To be honest, she ends up kinda... sad.
Sad?
She lives with some cats in a dinky little apartment, and she spends most of her time yelling out her window at people, and collecting newspapers, and living in the past.
I see. Perhaps we've been going about this problem the wrong way. Do we really have to completely obliterate my timeline so we can restore yours?
Doc?
Maybe we could have the best of both worlds. I could be with Edna, but it could be a little bit, more healthy.
Can you hear yourself? Do you know what you're saying? Let me remind you. It was her influence that led you to take over Hill Valley and turn it into this nightmare state.
Come now, it wasn't as bad as all that. Crime rate was low, and the uniforms were nice.
I don't believe this!
All I'm saying is, let's stop and take a breath. This elaborate plan to derail my younger self's love life, is the short-term misery worth the long-term gain? Maybe we can find a third way. One where everybody wins. What do you think?
No! I'm sorry, Doc. I can't go along with what you're saying. You don't belong with Edna.
So you're determined to break us up, in spite of my stated wishes.
Basically, yeah.
Then there's nothing left to say.
Where are you going?
Why should it matter to you? Aren't you planning on overriding me?
Vamos lá. Agora o Emmett chegou à exposição, é hora de derrubar todos os dominós. Apenas uma parte do plano que você pode controlar agora. Seu óleo de motor no Emmett para manchar sua roupa.
Hey, Emmett, what's keeping you?
Oh, hello, Harry. I guess I've got a mild case of stage fright. I'm about to play my big scene, you know? No telling how Edna's gonna react.
You've, got something on your suit.
Oh, so I have. Anti-stain formula, work your magic.
Emmett!
Just in the nick of time. Step back now. We're gonna need a little space here.
Oh, aren't you a vision? Like something that descended from the heavens.
Yes, I'm feeling a bit elevated at the moment. There's something I've just gotta ask you.
Wait, your tie's a bit crooked.
I've been holding it inside for weeks now, and I've simply gotta get it off my chest.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
my grandfather's suit!
My formula!
Oh.
Don't look! Turn your head! I'll be right back, and we can try this all over again.
Emmett Lathrop Brown!
Huh?
Trixie Trotter! How do you know this woman?
I don't! I mean, I listened to some of her records, and I may have taken a picture or two of her,
Yes.
but I...
Go on! Deny to the world that you know me. Perhaps it is true, but I know you all too well.
What is going on here?
You rich boys are all alike. You think material possessions can compensate for a broken heart. Well, you can take back your furs and take back this gaudy diamond
Ouch.
too. I don't need your expensive presents. I need you. And more importantly, little Emmett Jr. needs you.
Well,
Edna,
don't Edna me. Apparently you are not the man I took you for.
But I am, see? The mental alignment meter proves it. I am the man you fell in love with.
Let me see that card. I should have known. A degenerate criminal.
What?
Get out of my sight! I never want to see you again!
That was rough, Emmett. I'm sorry you had to go through it, but things are gonna be okay. You and me can... Emmett?
That went off great, huh?
Yeah. Maybe too great. Emmett! Emmett!
Go away.
Come on! Where are you? I'm sorry you had to go through that scene at the expo. Things didn't work out the way you expected, but everything's gonna turn out okay. See, I know how this story turns out, and...
Story is over.
Listen to me, Emmett. Do exactly as I say. Don't do anything.
Why not? Listening to you has worked out so well for me thus far. They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
Stop!
What are you doing up here?
Don't jump!
I wasn't gonna jump.
Then what do
This is
you...
where I come when I want to think.
Oh.
When I want to be alone.
Oh. What are you thinking about?
Can't you take a hint? I don't want you here. I don't need you.
You don't know what you need.
And you do?
As a matter of fact, yeah. You need... To get some perspective, think about it. All the people who have it even worse than you. For instance, Frankenstein's monster.
Frankenstein. I tell you that my very life force is drained away, and you want to talk about Hollywood monster movies.
It's a very inspirational monster movie. Especially the scene where they bring the monster to life. There's this big gurney that lifts him up into the air, and And see, there's this wild storm going on, and lightning crashing everywhere. It's amazing. And you just gotta see it, Emmett. It'll change your life.
Look at my helmet. Which light is flashing?
Yellow.
Apathy. I don't care about movies. I don't care about anything anymore. And I never will.
Don't give me that. You care. Still care about inventing things.
Inventing is overrated. 99% hype, 10% fraud. Name one invention that ever did anybody any good.
How about... Think about Edison and the light bulb. That was a great invention.
Might have been. If there was anything in this miserable world worth illuminating.
The automobile was a great invention, right? You love cars.
Yes. If I'm lucky, I may be struck by one today.
The telephone. Think how that invention has revolutionized the whole world.
Yes. Now a person can be rejected long distance.
Help me out here.
You're getting on my nerves, Callahan. At least you would be if I still cared about anything.
We're all depending on you to pull it together. Why, you're gonna put Hill Valley on the map.
Oh, please. My greatest fear is that I'll end up frittering my life away in this miserable town.
Me! Care about me, Doc.
You?
Yeah.
You did this to me.
Did what?
I was perfectly content drudging away in my dad's law office. You show up out of nowhere, get me all excited about inventing, and disappear. 2 months later, you show up again, you trick me into making a hero out of myself and getting involved with Edna Strickland. Then you appear a third time and pretend to be my friend just so you can yank the rug out from under me and send me sprawling into the dirt.
Okay, I can work with that.
I loathe you, Harry Callahan. Or is that even your real name?
Sure it is. Of course it is.
Well, it's a dumb name. And I guess I'm dumb for getting all worked up over somebody with such a dumb name.
Marty. My name is Marty.
Oh, so everything you've told me's been a lie.
More or less.
Why? Why did you ruin my life?
Edna was no good for you. She was leading you down the wrong path.
I see. You had my best interests at heart.
Yeah,
Just like my father.
but there's more to it, see? Your father doesn't know your true path.
And you do?
Yes!
How is it that I could create a mental alignment meter and yet fail to realize that you are completely delusional? Oh, what does it matter? The world is absurd.
No, I know exactly what I'm doing. See? I know this may sound crazy, but you gotta listen. In 1985, you're gonna invent a time machine.
You're right. It sounds crazy.
I'm just trying to explain where I'm coming from. In 1985, you're gonna invent a time machine.
You're right. It sounds crazy.
I'm just trying to explain where I'm coming from. I did it for fun.
You ruined my life for fun?
Yeah, that's how I get my kicks.
You bastard. And all that time you spent building up my dreams, telling me I was going to be a great scientist.
Yeah, what a laugh. Dreams are only for people with guts enough to follow them.
You're saying I don't have guts?
You? Look at you.
What do you know? A person like you? You don't know the first thing about me. I have more dreams in my little finger than you'll ever have.
Hey, daydreams don't count.
Daydreams? That's what they said to Edison. That's what they said to Einstein. That's what they said to...
Dr. Frankenstein?
Yeah! And look what they accomplished. I'm sick of people telling me what I can and can't do. First my father, then Edna, now you! Listen to me, good. From now on, I'm living my life my way. I'm taking my own advice and I'm following my own ideas. My ideas. Do you hear me? My ideas. Great Scott. I've got it.
Got what?
A solution. My invention. I know how to make it work.
Mental alignment meter?
No, my airborne personal transport device.
The rocket car?
Not rockets at all. That was my mistake. The basic idea was sound, but the propulsion system was unworkable. But the lightning. Suddenly the answer is clear. It came to me all at once, like...
A bolt of lightning?
Exactly! Static electricity! Super ionized static electricity powering the asynchronous oscillation of frictionless plates inside the... What's this stupid thing doing on my head?
Emmett, you're you again.
Here I've been wasting my time with silly mind-reading tricks when there's serious science to be done. And the expo begins at 8!
Get the hell out of here before anything else happens.
What?
I said, let's get out of here before anything... Emmett!
What?
I'm sorry I had to get you so upset. See, I figured you needed to...
Forget it! This isn't the time for long-winded explanations.
Got anything useful on you?
Only my wallet. Oh, and this portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Don't!
Hold on! I've got an idea!
Good, 'cause I'm fresh out!
Emmett's solution. This stuff's dangerous.
Agora eu boto lá em cima. Aí embaixo não pode ser, né?
Hang in there!
I don't have a choice!
Pego a corda. Vai pra frente, pra trás, pra frente, pra trás, pra frente, pra trás, pra frente, pra frente.
Gotcha!
Let's get out of here!
Your pants! They're stuck!
Do something before we're crushed! Ah! What are you doing?
Trust me! Hold on!
What did you say your name was again?
Marty!
Marty? Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Tungsten. The catalyst will need to be made out of tungsten, given the temperature within the converter will no doubt be intense. We'll have to harvest the filaments from all the light bulbs in my house.
Your invention. You think you can finish it before the end of the expo?
Think? I've got to. My future depends on it.
Then let's go.
Of course, the oscillating plates will need to be calibrated precisely. Even the slightest misalignment could cause the magnetic field to fluctuate in intensity, leading to sudden shifts in polarity. The results could conceivably be catastrophic.
Who cares?
My thought exactly. Science should be messy and unpredictable, or else where's the fun of it?
Need a lift?
Mr. Sagan, got the kinks worked out of your car of the future?
Not all of them, but at least the DeLorean's Monday terrestrial functionality remains intact.
As usual, I have not the slightest idea what you're talking about. In fact, you remind me of someone I used to...
There, my dear, don't worry. I'm sure we'll all turn out well in the end.
Maybe for everyone else, but I suddenly feel very much like someone who's going to be alone and unloved for a very long time. Maybe I should get a cat.
Nonsense. I can state with nearly 100% certainty that you're going to have a long and fulfilling life.
How can you know that?
I think you'll find I know almost everything worth knowing about you and young Emmett and his friends. Tell me, how much do you know about Harry Callahan?
O doutor vai fazer besteira. Ele vai pro futuro.
Let me explain it again. I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable. It was science. She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. If Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Doc.
Bom, esse aí foi o quarto episódio. Vamos agora para o último episódio. No próximo vídeo. Você que não é inscrito, se inscreva no canal, curte, comente, compartilhe e até o próximo vídeo. Valeu!